Let's go to the lines, G. We'll begin with Pete in Squirrel Hill.
Go ahead,
I'm
Pete.
sorry, Mike in Bethel Park
Go ahead,
first.
Mike.
Mike, how are you?
Good. Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah. Hey, I kind of like what I saw a little bit. Thank you for that replay, Bob. I wasn't watching the game tonight. I think way too many players getting hit by pitches, and these guys are making a lot of money, and their careers could be jeopardized with a 100-mile-an-hour pitch up around the head, the face. They get a broken bone or whatnot. I kind of don't mind boys being boys once in a while and just get it out of them like that.
Unless you just acquired a player who's involved in a fight and he breaks his arm and you can't then get him.
Yes, thank you for that.
I think it's mostly frustration. These two teams have hated each other all season long. This started in the very first month of the season, Gene. We remember that when Puig was taking on Tom Prince and others. Right. So I'm not surprised it hit a boiling point because of the frustration level, but it's a dangerous thing. And Amir Garrett had no business charging 1 on 32, essentially, whatever the roster size, you know, counting coaches.
That was straight out of the Doc Ellis playbook. That was good.
He might be on LSD for all we know. I don't know. Doc Ellis was at the time.
He said it.
I'm just kidding. Let's go to line 3. That's Pete in Squirrel Hill. What's up, Pete? How are you?
Right, Pete.
Hey, guys, how are you tonight?
All right.
Hey, Bob, about this Pirate game tonight. I don't know if you've seen it on the screen. When Jared Hughes hit Starling in the backside and was immediately thrown out of the game, when they brought that idiot in Amir Garrett from the pen, when he was on the mound, Bob, he had an altercation with the umpire, was arguing with him before he threw a pitch.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I hope this guy gets rocked because he's an imbecile. I didn't know that him getting rocked, he would act like that. But my question to you is, the manager for the Reds, Bob, who is a major imbecile, was thrown out of the game already, was in the clubhouse, came back on the field to engage in that fight.
Right.
That has to be a minimum.
He will be out for quite some period of time, yes.
That has to be a minimum, Bob.
As well as several other people, because anytime you engage in fisticuffs, Pete, you're going to face a suspension. It starts with Garrett. All right, thanks, Pete. What would you guess would be his suspension for going over and starting what was a full-scale brawl?
Yeah, that's going to be, I think, 5 games.
Should be more.
At the minimum.
15.
It'll be the same for Bell. You can't, I mean, that's why you're thrown out of the game, so that you don't, I mean, this was absolutely ridiculous. But anybody who threw a punch will be suspended at least 1 game. I expect Garrett and Bell to be suspended at least 5 games.
Well, the Pirates end up winning 11-3, so they have
Bucks
broken
win.
them. They're 3-15 now in their last 18, and they end a 9-game losing skid. Still in last place, but they've cut the deficit to 3 games with the Cincinnati Reds.
Look out.
Line 5, it's Ken in Clearfield. What's up, Ken? How are you?
Hey, Bob, Gene, you guys are great on the show. I love you guys.
Appreciate it.
Ken.
It was a great game tonight for the Pirates, which is one of, like you said, 3 out of 15.
Yeah.
I think they should trade Felipe Vasquez to the Dodgers. The Dodgers need a closer to win the World Series. If they don't get a closer, they're not going to win the World Series.
Yeah, but there are other closers out there, and the Pirates won a lot.
I think Pittsburgh could get the Dodgers 3 top prospects.
No,
they're not.
What do you think?
No, they can't. They'll be lucky to get 1.
I would want a lot. Here's the thing, and it's a question that I thought Andrew Filipponi asked today on the radio, and it's a good one. Would you rather have one potential superstar? Gavin Lux is the guy who's regarded as a guy who's a can't-miss prospect. He's a heavy-hitting infielder. Or would you rather have 2 of the top 5 guys who could be maybe just real good players? If you had your choice, 1 franchise kind of player or 2 who could be very good.
I would take A. The Pirates aren't that far away offensively. They are far away rebuilding the pitching staff. So I would, if they're offering the best prospect, and I doubt it, but I'd take him.
Well, I would also be very, very much specific to the Dodgers and say, you want him, come and get him, but I'm not giving him away. You're going to have to meet my price. And if you don't, I'll keep him because he still has, I think, 3 years left to the Pirates. So I would do this whole thing again next year if Vasquez continues to pitch well. Back to the lines we go. Ron in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. What's up, Ron? How are you?
Good.
Go ahead, Ron.
Hey, guys. My question is, what do you think about that bastard, Yasiel Puig and Garrett, the 2 instigators? Should both be suspended?
Well, I think there will be multiple suspensions in this game. Their manager came back. He'll be suspended. I think you're going to sign. Trevor Williams could be suspended. There was someone ejected, and I'm still not sure who it is, right before Garrett charged the entire team.
That's right.
Which is not a good thing to do. You talk about getting pulverized in there, but he did it. So we'll see. All right, let's go back out to the lines. Marilyn and Munhall joins us about
Marilyn.
the Pirates. Hey, Marilyn.
Hi, nice to be on the air again. I saw pictures of you and my friends. Boy, they look great.
Yeah, they had nothing but great things to say about you, Marilyn.
Oh, good. Now, I have two quick questions.
Take your time.
Do you know of any Pirate this season who played every game? And the second one is, who would you vote for as the Pirate MVP for this year?
Well, the second one first, because I think it's still Bell. You're not going to convince me anyone else. I mean, he's still, even though he's mired in a pretty big slump right now since the 4th of July. Who else would you pick?
Yeah, no, I think it's Bell, and I think the answer to the first part was Bell. I think he was the last one to play in every game, but no Pirate has played in every game.
All right, we're due for a break.
Thanks, Marilyn.
We have Gene, and we have David, and we have more calls on the way. We're just getting started. Chaos in Cincinnati. Yasiel Puig still in the game after he was traded. He could have risked injury. All sorts of stuff to talk about. 412-575-2600. That is the number. Back right after this.